20 years ago, Officer Roane County Morgan was shot and killed while transporting an inmate outside of the Roane County Courthouse. Today, the county honored his sacrifice in the line of duty. Here's our Evan Lasik.
I don't want to forget anybody that has fallen in the line of duty, and it's important to us and important to me to make sure that we remember the fallen officers.
2 decades ago, a shooting that happened in East Tennessee, but made an impact across the country.
It changed the fabric of a lot of things that happen here in the criminal justice system in Roane County, and that's why it's important to acknowledge those changes, but more than anything, honor Cotton and Porky.
It was 20 years ago when officers Wayne Cotton Morgan and Larry Porky Harris were doing a routine pickup and escort of an inmate outside of the Roane County Courthouse.
Van, they were transporting from Brushy Mountain and back to Brushy Mountain. The prisoner, or inmate, was parked here in the open in the parking lot. So they had to walk from those double doors out the courthouse, down the steps, across the sidewalk, out into the parking lot to put him back in the van.
Procedure was a little different back then. The inmate, George Hyatt, was just sentenced to 35 years and was being transported back when tragedy struck.
In the process of doing so, George Hyatt's wife was in a Ford Explorer waiting with a 9mm. When they hit the steps, or right here pretty close to where we're standing, George shouted, "Shoot them." She did. She shot Cotton in the abdomen fatally and shot Porky as well.
This resulted in a manhunt lasting for a few days before the Hyatts were arrested in Ohio and both sentenced to life. That shooting outside of the courthouse prompted changes to the system for Roane County and many rural towns across the country.
Now we have a Sally Port. Years after that, they finally built a Sally Port you pull into. You don't have that same risk. We now have security as you go in the 2 doors, metal detectors and things of that nature, various officers that are patrolling the parking lot, the courtrooms, and working security. So that's an upgrade.
Roane County's Chief Deputy Tim Phillips said it took a tragedy for meaningful changes to be made for the safety of all.
It's very unfortunate. You know, they lost a dad, a father, a son, a brother, and it breaks my heart just to know that something as small as building a Sally Port could have prevented that.
In Roane County, Evan Lasik, WVLT News.
Morgan County is also honoring Cotton today in a ceremony, and District Attorney Russell Johnson said it was great to see the community come out and support both of these memorials.